Early leads that are coming in. You see the numbers there on your screens. The BJP leading in 28, 30. It's just come to 30 now. The BJP leading in 30 wards there. The TRS in 12 and AIMIM, it's 6 wards. Too early, of course, to really read into these results, but those are the early leads that are coming in. The BJP leading in 30 out of the 150 wards. The TRS at 12, AIMIM at 6. Be very, very clear that this is not going to lead to any sort of celebration. It's just far too early. Right now, the counting of postal ballots is underway. Maybe by about 12 or 1 p.m. is when we'll actually get a grip of who's leading, who could be winning the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation polls. But at this point, as the counting is underway of postal ballots, the BJP is leading in 30 wards. Let me take this across to all our reporters on the ground. Ashutosh Mishra is joining us live from the BJP office in Hyderabad. Nagarjun Dwarkanath reporting from the TRS Bhavan in Hyderabad again. Both parties have a lot at stake here. Ashutosh, primarily because the BJP went all out in their campaign. There'll be a lot of questions and there'll be a keen focus really on their performance. At this point, by early leads, the BJP is leading in 30 wards. They'll hold off on the celebrations, of course, for at least another 4 to 5 hours.
Maybe even later, because here at the BJP office in Hyderabad, this entire wearing a deserted look. I have hardly seen any volunteer, any worker or any office bearer present at the moment at this BJP headquarters in Hyderabad. Perhaps the trends are too early, and it also reflects the kind of campaign BJP launched. Most vocal campaign for any local elections, of course, to make its presence, at the same time influence the nearest, nearby constituencies along Hyderabad, and at the same time give a message larger that how the BJP is expanding beyond Karnataka in the southern state. And moreover, the virtual fight between TRS and BJP, but exactly fight that was going on between the BJP and OIC, making a larger than life picture of OIC, the way BJP challenged in OIC's fortress. So on those messages, seems people were not really much influenced by the vocal campaign. Campaign was high decibel, but that could not actually, reflect upon the voters because the turnout was low. It was almost similar to the previous municipal elections. It was high decibel campaign, but on the day of polling, it was contrary. It was very calm or cool. People were just sorted out. In fact, the areas like Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills, they were hardly turn out when the people came out to vote. And it is on the same day as well. So if you see most of the political parties' headquarters, they all are wearing at this moment, at least on the early hours, almost a deserted, look. Of course, since the picture will be clear, and so let me tell you, because there are 30, counting centers where these counting are taking place, because there were low turnout, limited candidates and 30 counting centers. So perhaps, there cannot be the delay as it was in 2016. Though it's a ballot paper, though there are postal ballots to be counted, but number of counting centers have been increased to avoid delay. So clearly by next couple hours, the clear trends will be out, and then we could see some sort of celebrations.
So again, let me just highlight the numbers. Early trends coming in at this point. Out of the 150 wards, the BJP is leading in 31 wards. The TRS in 16, AIMIM at 6. The TRS, of course, will not be worried by these numbers, Nagarjun. It's just a bit too early. But considering their performance in the last municipal corporation polls, where they literally swept the election, they got almost 99 out of the 150 wards. Are they banking on such a performance this time around, considering the aggressive campaign by the BJP?
Well, they're hoping at least at this point of time, but Akshita, let me put it on record that it's unprecedented that even at 9 o'clock, BJP leading in 31 watts, the number that you just read out, it's still unprecedented.
Absolutely.
In fact, in the previous election, it was the number in TRS's favor. Even the early trends, BJP has never done well like as such, even in 31. It might not, have the same steam till 1 p.m., but at least at 9 a.m. in the morning that we are speaking of, it's unprecedented that BJP has seen such a big lead or such a, at least, trend that is going in their favor. However, the TRS still hopes that they can form the government in the local body. At least they can have their own mayor here in municipal corporation. Their main agenda is of the recent floods. They want to clear up the underground drainage system and make sure that Hyderabad is a flood-free city. But however, they're all glued to the TV at this point of time. Perhaps the Chief Minister also, for the first time, is so keen on winning this GHMC poll because it was a high decibel campaign that the Home Minister of the Union union government had come here. And the last 10 days, Hyderabad seen a lot of divisive campaigning against OAC and TRS and BJP as well. So, but in the next few hours, trends will be quite clear. But TRS is hoping that they would recreate what they did, that is 99 seats for themselves, 40 to 45 for AIMM, and put BJP in a single digit, so that KCR firmness in this whole Telangana state is still grounded, because he wants to prove a point that he is one man that cannot be touched in this state. He's been winning all polls since 2014, since the day Telangana was formed. KCR is unbeaten. So this is the first time that it seems like there's a tough competition with union government leaders. BJP central party leaders are so concentrated here in the last 10 days that KCR had to pull up his socks and campaign here in Hyderabad.
Let me give you all the details.